I had traveled to Louisiana before, but never made it to New Orleans. Having family in Alexandria, Louisiana, I had made multiple visits to their home for Thanksgiving and other holidays. Whether it was the dinner table or a simple game of hide and seek with my younger cousins, I would always hear about the glorious wonders of New Orleans from my family. Alexandria is more of a suburban city, similar to Fairfield, Connecticut, where I'm from. Being from the suburbs of Connecticut, I have made numerous trips to New York City, or the city that never sleeps. In some ways, it was the only major city I could visit on my own. Not only that, but my family has always supported New York in every sporting event, ever. When I received my letter of acceptance from Tulane and made my choice to attend school in New Orleans, I was both nervous and curious to finally make it to the magical place my extended family had so thoroughly boasted about. How would I handle my transition into a new environment like no other? On the other hand, I was curious because I had never been, and was excited to depart on a new journey in a city that everyone raves about. When I finally got the chance to visit during my senior fall in high school, after being accepted to Tulane through early decision, I couldn't wait to land in New Orleans. The moment I stepped off the airplane and onto New Orleans soil, I knew that I was going to love it here. From the start, everything was different from Connecticut and New York. There was so much more life and excitement on every corner that we turned. The weather was gorgeous, and so was the city. But quick trips to Bourbon Street and the French Quarter made me realize that there was more to see than I actually had time for. Whether it be the shadows of the Ninth Ward or the sparkle of St. Charles Avenue, there is so much culture and heart that lies within every part of New Orleans. This is what makes the city so special. Although my trip was only 3 days and came to a close quicker than I had hoped, I knew that I would be back in a year, to stay. When I arrived in New Orleans for my freshman year at Tulane, I was excited to experience all that there is to see and do. As my time here transpires, my eyes continue to be open to so many beautiful places and moments that I would not get to encounter anywhere else in the world. Where I'm from, everyone seems too busy all the time to care about your thoughts or feelings, but in New Orleans, they actually care. It's almost as if people in the city are more appreciative and happy to be alive. There's a certain spirit that lies within you when you visit and stay in New Orleans. The city has gone through a lot in its history of existence and seems to prosper from its moments of hardship and despair. Although I thought my transition from the suburbs of Connecticut to the bustling streets of New Orleans was going to be difficult, it has actually been very easy. There is too much excitement and happiness that streams throughout the city to truly miss home. As I compare the stories of my family from Alexandria to the actual time I am having in New Orleans this year, there is no comparison. Words are definitely not better than experience. Life in New Orleans is like no other. You've got to live it to understand it.